Hey y'all, so I'm coming to y'all tonight. I'm fresh out the shower in my bed. I'm coming to y'all tonight because I really want to keep it real with y'all and do like a real talk type of video. Everything I'm going to mention in this video is probably going to be common sense, but I just really feel like it's a few things I need to address because I keep getting asked a lot of questions that are just slightly concerning to me. As you can, this little piece of hair is just, I need to cut it. So obviously you can see from the title of this video, it is called Before Starting a Hair Company, pretty much things you must know. Like, it's certain things that you should already know prior to starting a hair company, because it's a lot of questions that I'm asked and it makes me a little concerned. Like, how can you start a hair company and not be knowledgeable on hair basics? Okay, now it's fine if you want to start a hair company and it's like the beginning phase of starting a hair company. You have to do a lot of research, so maybe as you're doing the research, you're asking a few questions. We all have to start from somewhere, but you can't have already have a website up and you're asking for help and you don't know the basics. Like, it's just like you need to start from the beginning, okay? So, before starting a hair company, now I'm just gonna go over a few things I have heard, okay? More than 20 people have asked me or said something about the following things, and it just kind of like, what? How you don't know that? Okay. So I've had a handful of people saying that they don't wear weave, but they want to start a hair company. And they're pretty much just saying, hey, I'm ready to put my website up. I'm ready to start. I don't wear weave, but what do you think about me sending hair to popular IG models and popular YouTubers and starting my business that way? Well, you guys, I thought it was kind of common sense, but you cannot sell something that you don't personally wear. Like, it's kind of a major red flag. How is it that you don't wear hair extensions or wear weave or wear virgin hair, but you want to sell it? Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. To me, that sounds like you're trying to get a quick fix. Like, you're just trying to, you hear that people make a lot of money selling the hair, so it's just like, oh, let me sell hair because people make a lot of money. Let me tell you, this business, I'm sorry, I gotta cut this because this is irritating me. I need to cut this one little string. I'm sorry if I ever made this business or any part of me being in this business look easy. The hair industry is not the easiest business to be in. It is one of the hardest. It really is. Like, it's one of the hardest because people spending a lot of money on their hair, and you have to make sure the quality of the hair is A1. Like, you can't ask people for $300 and your hair is trash. Like, it requires you to test out the hair yourself. It requires you to know about hair. So when people are asking you questions, customers are going to ask you some real deal questions about the hair. And if you don't know nothing about weave, how can you really, if you don't wear weave, how can you truthfully answer these questions? It's like going to a car dealership and none of the people there own a car, but they're selling cars. Like, how can you really sell me a car if you don't own one, if your whole life you've rode a bicycle and caught the bus? Like, how can you really sell me a car? You know, it's like a dentist trying to clean your teeth, but the last time they touched the toothbrush was 3 years ago. Like, to me, it just don't make sense. Like, why would I trust a dentist to work on me and they don't even practice good hygiene? Like, they don't even brush their own teeth. It don't make sense. Like, you cannot start a virgin hair company and you don't wear weave. You cannot start a virgin hair company and never worn virgin hair before, or better yet, never worn good virgin hair before. It's a huge difference, okay? It's just essential. like, to the process. You cannot start, before you start a hair company, you must have tested out virgin hair. You must wear hair weave and wear virgin hair. Okay? Another thing, if you don't know the difference between hair types, then starting a hair company, you need to figure that out before you start a hair company. Okay? There's a difference. Even if you've only like been doing beauty supply store hair, you can't sell virgin hair and you've only worn beauty supply store hair. You have to wear virgin hair. I think this is probably the only good time AliExpress kind of comes in handy, because you're able to test out hair at very cheap, almost wholesale prices. Okay? So if you've never had virgin hair before, just start testing out AliExpress hair. Okay? And then wait until a major company has like a Black Friday sale or a really good sale to where the hair is reasonable enough for you to test it. And you just can't test one hair company. Like, you have to have tested plenty of hair companies. That way you can see the difference. Like, okay, all of these companies sell virgin hair, but you're testing the hair out. That way you can compare. Like, okay, was this really virgin hair? Because this hair wasn't as soft as these other 4 companies' virgin hair. So maybe that wasn't real virgin hair. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you have to have that experience under your belt. You have to have worn virgin hair for a long time under your belt. Like, the hair I have in now is from an AliExpress company. I actually asked them, and they sent me some hair for free. I mean, I asked just to see if I could do it, and it worked. But in this hair, being that I've tested out virgin hair for so many years in so many different companies, right off bat, I don't think this virgin hair. Like, I really do think this is high quality human hair, but when you get virgin hair, you know how it feels. Like, when I got this hair, it's very soft right now. I ain't gonna lie, it's very soft right now. But when I first got the hair felt like it had like a holding spray on it. Like, it felt kind of hard. And even now the hair, whatever. But you get what I'm saying? Like, if I did not have prior virgin hair experience, I wouldn't know what to compare this hair to. I can compare this hair to other virgin hairs that I have tested out, even the own virgin hair that I sell with my own company. So, I mean, this hair is really soft, but virgin hair have a certain feel. You know, you just gotta know. Like, that's the only way to know is to test it out. Like, that's the only way to know. But you cannot not know the differences between hair types. You should know the difference between raw hair and processed virgin hair. Okay? Raw hair is literally raw. You ever seen a white person, or better yet, just think about all the white people that you come across, okay? Think about the one who got like the super curly hair, but it's all the way frizzy. Like, it's always frizzy. Even when they straighten it, it don't get bone straight. Or think about the white person that you've seen with silky straight hair, can't hold a curl for nothing. Like, really, just hear me out. I'm not trying to be funny. After today, start looking at white people hair. And just imagine their hair being cut off and thrown on some tracks. That's raw virgin hair. Like, raw virgin hair. Processed hair. See, now I'm educating y'all. Processed virgin hair is, like, this is processed virgin hair. Nobody real hair come like this in a uniform wave. Even if their hair was naturally wavy, every wave in their hair is not going to be the exact same and identical. This is processed virgin hair. It's been processed to mimic a certain hair pattern, and it's very uniform throughout the whole head. Every bundle is the exact same. Raw hair, it ain't gonna all be the same, okay? It's raw. If I was to cut hair off of Susie's head, and if I was to cut hair off of Amanda's head, they might both have wavy hair, but one of their wavy hair is gonna be a little bit more wavier than the other, because that's just raw hair, okay? But it's a difference. Like, you gotta know the difference. You just gotta know the difference before you sell hair. Another thing is, When you're becoming a business owner, you have to know how to be resourceful. When you're a business owner, all you got is you. Eventually down the line, you can hire people to do. So when you're becoming a business owner, you have to become very resourceful, especially when you're starting off. And you can't really pay other people to help you because you're starting off and you have to keep costs low. You have to keep your expenses low. So you pretty much have to do everything. And starting a business requires research. People watching my videos, if you're expecting me to give you all of the answers, you're on the wrong video. Like, I'm just giving y'all helpful tips. I'm giving y'all helpful tips, and I'm just kind of showing y'all different techniques every now and then and again. I'm showing y'all how I do things, but you have to understand, I am not the final answer. Half the questions y'all are asking, the answers are already online. And that just lets me know you're not being resourceful as a business owner, okay? Use the resources that are available for you. What's so beautiful about our day and age, everything you want to know is online. It's at your fingertips. That's me typing, y'all. That is the luxury of living in this day and age. Every single thing is available online, whether it's a Google search, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on YouTube. Every single last thing that you want to know, every single last thing that your heart desires, you can get the answer online, okay? That's like when people asking me how much the shipping costs. What? You want me to spit you out a price? I cannot spit you out a price. I don't work at the post office. But I can tell you, you probably already know some shipping companies. You know USPS, you know UPS, you know FedEx, you know DHL. All of these companies, guess what? If you go to their website, guess what? They will tell you how much it costs to ship these items. Like, why y'all asking me when the owners, the people who own these companies, the companies that's shipping out the packages, all of the information is on their website. Just like people ask me questions about how do you build your own website. Y'all asking me when y'all can just go to that exact website company, and every single last website, they have their own help thread. Every single last question that you have is already being answered. They already have step-by-step tutorials. It's already 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people on YouTube that have tutorials on how to build your own website. So y'all keep asking me, I'm not gonna do it. I cannot help y'all build no website, okay? I let y'all know I built my website through Squarespace. I've been building websites since MySpace days, okay? It's second nature to me. And literally, I had to be 10, 11 years old building websites, you guys. Yep, free websites, 10, 11 years old. And you want to know how I learned? Did I take a class? No. I learned by reading. Reading is fundamental. I read the websites and I followed the instructions and I was able to build a website. I looked at tutorials on how to edit videos, just like editing videos. I look at tutorials. I actually had a class in middle school that kind of taught us how to do video editing. I was in a TV production class. Anywho, everything I know now about my business, I had to research, or I did trial by error. And the stuff I did trial by error, I am kind of making videos to try to tell y'all like certain tips and stuff. But if you're not resourceful, if you don't know how to do a Google search and have the answers that y'all looking for, they are easy. And then there's gonna be other answers that you're looking for, or you might not find an answer until you get to page 17 on Google search. But this lets you know how passionate you are about starting a hair company. If you are really passionate about something, even if it took you to looking through everything on Google all the way till you got to the 30th page, like, you're gonna do it because that's how passionate you are for the business. If you don't have no passion, you have no business being in business. Like, if you don't absolutely love, if you don't wake up and think about hair, if you don't go to sleep and think about hair, if you're not thinking about hair all in between the days, you shouldn't start a hair company. Like, this is something that should already come to you. You should already know basics. You should already know how much each bundle should weigh. You should know that if the hair is colored 1B, you quote unquote buying virgin hair, but the virgin hair is 1B, or the virgin hair is a color 4, and all these different, I never even knew like the color codings of names or whatever. I don't know, I just never knew that. But how are you buying virgin hair in this color 1B? That's not virgin hair. That hair is processed. Like, virgin hair comes in natural colors. It's either natural brown or natural black. You selling virgin hair 1B, that's not even virgin. How you selling that? That's not even real virgin hair. See, you don't even know nothing about virgin hair, and you trying to sell it. Like, come on. So, and then another thing, right? A lot of y'all just need basic business courses. A lot of people ask me, how do I come up with a profit? And profit got to be one of the easiest business formulas. I'm not even trying to be funny. People legit asking me, how is it that I'm making money in my business? Like, how do you make money? I don't understand it. It's really just business. Profit is profit. Okay? Whatever you buy a product for, you sell it for more than what you bought it for. And with you selling it for more than what you bought it for, you make a profit. Of course, you have to think about all of your business expenses. But really, if you don't know basic business, you need to Google search. How do I make a profit? What is the equation for making a profit? What is the equation for revenue? Okay? A lot of y'all don't know business basics. A lot of y'all need to visit the SBA.gov website, SBA.gov, Small Business Association website, and you need to just sit there and just read through all the stuff they got on there for small businesses. Or you need to just type in Basic Business 101. Like, some of y'all really need to take a course. I did go to college, and I went to college for business, and I took a couple of business classes, but honestly, all the stuff I researched online, I researched more stuff online. That's how I know more about business based off my personal research than what I've learned in business school. So really, you should be sleeping, eating, breathing business. Like, you want to start a business, you should be looking up every single last YouTube video of how to start a business. You should be looking up all these different articles on how to start a business. Like, you cannot want to have a business and you just look at 5 of my videos and you look at 10 other people's videos and then you say, hey, I want to start a business. And then you just depending on us YouTubers to tell you what to do to start your business. And then when you don't get an answer, you just stall. Like, you just sitting there waiting for an answer and hoping somebody respond to you so you can continue on to the next process or the next step for you to make your own business. Like, no. All that time that you waiting on somebody to give you an answer, guess what? 10 other people done started a business. 10 other people done opened a business. You cannot sit around and wait. Like, people aren't going to just hand you a business. You have to research everything for yourself. Even the stuff that I'm telling you, you should always question information that people tell you. You should question it, and you should do your background research to verify if what I'm telling you is correct. You just can't take my word and run with it. Like, you just can't take anybody's word and run with it. You have to always verify the information. Just like people want to buy vendor lists. I am against vendor lists. There's probably only one person that I would trust anyone to buy a vendor from, and that's Chanel, Rose Gold Chanel. She's been in business for a long time. She actually has like a whole starch on hair company, drop shipping program, whatever. She's probably the only person I personally would trust with that, because I've been following her for a long time. Even when she was on YouTube and she was selling hair, I've been following her for a long time, so I trust her. But at the same time, you can't just take my word from it. Like, you need to get to know who she is, and you need to, like, Research, like research. I don't trust vendor lists. You can't just, how you gonna start a whole company based off the word of mouth of somebody else? Somebody tell you, oh, this is a good vendor, this is great hair. I don't give a care if they're $1 million company. Like, you can't just, the foundation of your business can't be based off the word of someone else, especially if you didn't even do any additional background research. Somebody give you a vendor list, that's great. But guess what you still have to do? You still have to contact those vendors. You still have to purchase hair from those vendors, and you still have to test out that hair from them vendors. That way you know that their word was actually true. That's the, like, to me, that's the only way to do it. You can't just start a business that way. You just can't. Like, I don't understand what people don't understand about that. And then another thing, well, the other thing I wanted to say is really a different topic. But so many of y'all are so used to hearing the word no. Like, y'all hear the word no and y'all think y'all can't do anything. Like, I tell people all the time, you know, I don't sell hair with inventory, and people just like, well, that's not possible because vendors say you must order 10 bundles at a time. Well, how? Okay, so you done let a vendor tell you that, and all of a sudden you feel like you can't run a hair company? Come on. Y'all cannot let no be the final answer when you're running a business. If I'm doing it, and I can tell you most of these companies, if it's a virgin hair company and you cannot order your hair and get your hair within 3 days, let me tell you, it's because they're selling hair with no inventory like me. They just not letting it be known, okay? They not telling y'all, but that's exactly what they're doing. Because if they actually, like, legit have hair in stock, it should really only take them 1 day to find the bundles and package it up. And then it only take 2 to 3 additional days for them to ship it to you. Now, if it's taking a longer time, then guess what that means? They don't keep hair on hand. They don't keep hair in stock, and they're doing the same process that I'm doing. They're just not telling y'all about it. So, so for people to make it seem like it's impossible, like they hear one vendor tell them no, and they just completely feel like, I guess I'm lying, or there's no such thing as small order vendors. That's just not the mindset to have. Don't let nobody tell you no. Just find another vendor. It's not the end of the day, okay? Almost every vendor I contact, for some reason, they let you order 1 bundle at a time. Like, you, as long as you're paying for it and you paying for the shipping, these companies don't care. Like, they trying to make money. So if y'all must really just be, what y'all doing, y'all contacting some real deal. Shit, I don't know what y'all doing. But pretty much, moral of the story, before starting a hair company, you need to be resourceful. You need to be able to use the resources that are available to you. Google is your best friend. YouTube is your best friend, okay? Research. Never take anyone's word as is. Always question everything that somebody tells you, or any type of information somebody try to give you. Like, always question it. And yeah, you just can't be dependent on others for your business. Always be resourceful.